I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laxon.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Oh my gosh, I had not realized that my microphone was muted. Thanks, Lexi. That is ridiculous. I'm so sorry, guys. Well, I guess I'll go through my intro all over again. Apologies for that. Thanks for pointing that out, Lexi. Oh my god, it's been a busy day. Apologies for that. Right. Right, I was saying. So we got Isner and Tsitsipas here. Yeah, thanks for that. I've got my mic back on now. Sorry about that. Right, yeah. So Isner, I was saying he came through. He's had a bit more of a tough time coming through the draw as Isner. Came through in three sets, against Korda yesterday, his fellow American. And Tsitsipas has been pretty much easing through the draw. Very easy win over Diego Schwartzman in the previous round. So this should be a good match. The quarterfinal stage we are now. All the quarterfinals played today, and then the semifinals will be tomorrow. Ready for the final on Sunday. This is good from Tsitsipas at the net. Lovely little touch there. 15 love. Okay, sorry, Lexi. I really don't know what happened there. I must have just, I think, because my mic mutes when I have the intro in, and I must have just not unmuted itself. That's really strange. But okay, I'm talking now. It's grand. Oh, just wide there on the serve down the tee. So I was running through some of the results that we'd had today already. I'm sure you caught the previous matches that David was covering for you, with Keys beating Rybakina in straight sets, and then another straight sets win just now for Daniil Medvedev over Fritz. And all straight sets wins today, actually. Kvitova coming through in straights against Tomljanovic. Kvitova looking very good. So all those through to the quarterfinals. So Tsitsipas here at 15 love against the big serving John Isner. Tsitsipas, that's a great serve from Tsitsipas. 30-15. Yeah, I was saying, Lexi, I thought you'd be watching this one because he's your only guy left in the draw now, isn't he? Now that Rublev and Rude have gone. Tsitsipas 30-15. So the next match, well, the night match on this call will be Pegula versus Garcia. Pegula, who took out Raducanu yesterday. And following that, then will be Nori versus Alcaraz. And that's another good serve from Tsitsipas. The return is into the net from Isner, and it's 40-15. So pretty straightforward on serve for both men so far. If Tsitsipas can close this one out, yeah. We have still got a couple of other matches over on Grandstand as well. It'll be Sabalenka versus Jung next up, followed by Auger-Aliassime and Coric. I think David's bringing that one for you actually as well. The last one there, the Coric Auger-Aliassime match, and that is another very straightforward hold of serve. This time for Stefanos Tsitsipas. So it is one game apiece. Let's crack the Stefanos Tsitsipas button out, shall we? So Isner with the big serve. Tsitsipas net, the return 15-love. This could be a pretty straightforward on serve for both men, actually. Maybe seeing some tie breaks in this one. And as I just said, that Jared says 2 to 3 tie breaks bucket. Yeah, would not be surprised at all. Another good serve from Isner. Tsitsipas, lands on the baseline, the return. Another forehand from Isner. Backhand slash from Tsitsipas. Forehand down the line from Isner. Isner's at the net. Oh, he can't pull off the volley. That's good from Tsitsipas. 15-all. Hey, John. Now that we've got predictions king in, why don't you all let me know your predictions? I think I know which way you're gonna go. I'm gonna pick Tsitsipas for this one, but let me know what you think. The winner of this one will play Daniil Medvedev, who got the better of Taylor Fritz previously on this court just a few moments ago. That's better from Isner. Puts the forehand away at the net. 30-15. 7-6, 7-6 Isner. Oh, Isner. Steph in 3. There you go. You heard it here first. 1 or 2 tie breaks. Hey, Todd. Got any predictions for us, Todd? Bit of a mixed bag, but when we're thinking some tie breaks, and, we've got Jared going for Isner, but I think most of us have gone for Stefanos in this one. Don't know if any of you caught the comments that Schwartzman made about Steph's coach in their previous match. He had some choice words to say about his father, Apostolos Tsitsipas. I don't think there was any love lost between the two men, and it's just gone wide there on the backhand from Isner, so it's 30-all. The first sort of bother, I suppose, on either serve. Average first serve speed for Isner, 127 mile an hour. For the tournament, anyway, for the previous rounds. Today is just down a little bit at 120, but it's still not bad. Oh, it's a good serve down the tee from Isner. Oh, the return lands in from Tsitsipas, but Isner's got plenty of time to put it away, 40-30. He said something about, because I think he was complaining basically about the way that Apostolos was coaching Tsitsipas. I know the coaching is allowed now, but he wasn't happy about it. And he was saying stuff like, oh, we know that nobody likes him anyway, and, just things like that. Isner with 40-30. Another big serve down the tee. The return's gone long from Tsitsipas, so it is the holder serve for John Isner. He now leads by 2-1. So yeah, I mentioned the winner of this will be playing Daniil Medvedev. So then we've got the next 2 quarterfinals to be played will then determine the semi-final. So I think I've got an Alcaraz Auger-Aliassime semi-final predicted myself, but it could be Coric. I think maybe Coric could actually come through that as well. Let's see. But I'm thinking Alcaraz is going to get the better of Nori tonight. Why this is an interesting match, because Steph is not a good returner. He's not the best returner of serve on tour, but we all know how big John serves. Yeah, I told her. I did manage to get a full night's sleep in the end. I woke up, I think it was about 10 this morning. So plenty of sleep. It was fine. But yeah, late match last night. I actually struggled to get to bed, to be honest, after it finished. I don't think I got to bed till about 3. But it was a good one. So it was worth staying up for. Shock, give Apostolos an inch, she'll take a mile. Oh, he's a character, isn't he, Apostolos? He really is. So I think this is the only singles match going on now. I think the Sabalenka and Zhang match will be getting underway at 1:30. So in just about 10 minutes time. I think the first quarterfinal. I think it's Kvitova Keys is that first quarterfinal. Yeah, it is. So yeah, Kvitova Keys is the first semifinal. Sorry, and then Pegula or Garcia will face the winner of Sabalenka or Zhang. Yeah, that should be a good semi-final, actually. Kvitova versus Keys. Keys having the tournament of her life. She's beaten the Roland Garros champion and the Wimbledon champion back to back. So not bad for Keys. Tsitsipas with the serve here, back on return from Isner. The forehand from Tsitsipas. Isner digs it out, but it's going to go long. 15-love. Yeah, he did, John. He played very well, and he did save too much points. So in the second set, Sinner did have too much points. I think it was on the serve of, it might have been on the serve of Auger-Aliassime. It was before the tiebreak anyway, but he had too much points. And then somehow Felix got it back to the tiebreak, ran through that tiebreak, and then just ran away with the next set, 6-1. So yeah, it played really, really well. I honestly didn't see it coming after that first set. He lost it 6-2 the first set, the Auger-Aliassime. And yeah, he did run away with it. So very good for him there. So, great serve down the tee. It's an ace for Stefanos TSITSIPAS. That is his first ace of the match to bring up 40-love. Yeah, so they're trialing it. So they announced I think it's a few months ago now, that the tie breaks in the US Open series. Sorry, not the tie breaks. The tournaments within the US Open series and up to the US Open, they're going to trial this new kind of on-court coaching for both sides. So I don't know if they're gonna stick with it post US Open or post this season, but it's definitely a trial that they're doing for all the tournaments for the rest of the season, I think. So TSITSIPAS with 40-love. Backhand slice from Tsitsipas. John Isner runs around for the forehand. Backhand, all that. I love that one-handed backhand of Tsitsipas. Oh, but Isner with a winner. Right into the corner there, 40-15. Yeah, I caught quite a bit of that match, actually, and it's ridiculous. I mean, Rebecca is huge hitting, and she's a Wimbledon champion, and Keys just knocked her off the court. I mean, she likes the balls here, though. I mean, it's been a big sort of talking point this week, hasn't it? The balls used here for the US Open. They use a different ball for the men and the women here in Cincinnati and the US Open, and they're a lot lighter balls. And Iga came out, and she was very kind of outspoken about how she didn't like the balls, and didn't think it was fair that they play with a different ball to the men and whatever. And Ash Barty's also kind of spoken about it before, that she didn't like the US Open balls, but Keys has said that she's a big fan of them. She likes the way that they go through the air, and it's working for her. And I think they work for Raducanu as well. Okay, yeah, Todd saying Tsitsipas in 2, but at least one tiebreaker. I did see an Isner match within the past couple of weeks where there were no tie breaks, and I was shook. So Isner with the serve again, all on serve here. No big trouble for either man on serve as yet. And Isner puts a big forehand away at the net for 15-love. She did. Yeah, she came out in support of Iga, didn't she? She put, I think it was an Instagram post or something. Yes, supporting what Iga had said, basically, and said that the conditions were bad for players and spectators. Yeah, I saw that as well from Bolosa. It's not having the best American swing. Isn't let on the big serve down the tee there. Yeah, I think that loss really will sting for him, because he was so dominant in that opening set, 6-2, and he really should have won that match. He was a breakup and he had too much points, and I think that's going to be a hard one for him to take. But I also think Sinner's the kind of player who he can take that kind of loss in his stride. It's going to sting him, but I think he's strong enough mentally to be able to bounce back from it. Oh, a beautiful drop shot from Stefanos TSITSIPAS, 15-all. A lovely little backhand drop shot. It was a good serve from Isner. Oh, but that's what happened. So Isner's shot clipped the net then. It gave Tsitsipas plenty of time to hit that beautiful backhand drop shot. Yeah, I'm with you there as well, Todd. I don't particularly see why they need to have different ball for the men's and the women's. What's the point? I haven't seen that actually. Joe Gross made a video on the balls the women use, regular balls, and then use the X Factor ones. I think you mentioned. I'll have to check that out actually. But yeah, it's only for this US swing where they and the US Open where they use different balls, and I really don't know the reason behind it, to be honest. Isner with some good play at the net. Oh, Tsitsipas almost gets there, but he nets the backhand. He almost got there though, did Tsitsipas, but it is 40-15. Oh, that's harsh, Sean. Why don't you like Tsitsipas? I quite like watching him as a player. I think he's quite fun to watch. Put it this way, if I was offered tickets to either a Tsitsipas or an Isner match, I know who I would take. That's another big serve from John Isner. So all holding serve here so far in this match. He leads now by 3-2. There's Big John. I'm actually fuming at myself that I did not I did not catch that. Actually, that is a very, very good pun. That was so good I didn't even realize it was a pun. But yeah, again, now it's a pass. Stefanos TSITSIPAS. Yeah. Apologies, Sean. That was just too good. I love these puns. By the way, if you are watching, I haven't asked you all guys yet, but can you please hit the like button on the video because it would really help us out, and subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. Well, I think most of our commentators are all back in action now, and we've got I don't know if you caught the stream last night. We've got a new commentator, Nicolette, as well. So yeah, we'll be having loads of streams for you for the US Open. We'll be covering so many of the matches. And I'm very much looking forward tomorrow, actually, to these semi-finals. I mean, we've already got one decided, the Keys Kvitova semi-final. That should be cracking. And, well, if it's a Tsitsipas Medvedev semi-final, I will definitely be tuning in for that one. But isn't it looking to spoil the party of the 4th seed? No trouble on serve as yet. 17 minutes on the match clock. I still can't get over that pun. I'm still thinking about it, Sean. I'm very impressed. Right, Isner serving at 2. No, sorry, Tsitsipas serving at 2-3. I'm not convinced by this Adidas kit, by the way. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. It's a bit busy, isn't it? If you can see it. Oh, and as you said that, John, Tsitsipas hits an ace. Good ace out wide. 15 love. Still just, well, that's his second ace of the match for Tsitsipas. Just one for Isner so far, but it is early days. Guys, if you are looking for a stream, well, I'm streaming mine on Amazon Prime. That's where you can get it in the UK and in Europe. It's on Tennis Channel in the US. 30 love, Tsitsipas. Yeah, come on, Stefanos. It's looking solid so far, is the Greek. And lovely play at the net there. Puts the backhand volley with a lovely touch. So 30 love here for Tsitsipas. It's another ace down the tee for Stefanos TSITSIPAS. 40 love very quickly here. God, compared to Montreal last week, these courts are playing very quickly. Those matches were taking ages last week. We've got a stat here for first serve points won. 100% for Tsitsipas. That's impressive. 80% for Isner. So pretty good stats from both men there. But yeah, 100% for Tsitsipas so far on his first serve. That's a great serve. Return is... Oh, it lands in. Then a beautiful forehand from Tsitsipas. Isner gets it back now. Oh, a drop shot from Tsitsipas. Isner doesn't even go for it. And it's a game to love for Stefanos Tsitsipas. He raced through that one. So old school. Whenever I see Steph, I think of Graf. Steffi Graf. I've only been able to catch her matches on repeat on YouTube and stuff, but a bit before my time. But what a legend, Steffi Graf. But yeah, this is the new Steph. 15 love here for Isner though. I don't think we've got anybody covering doubles matches here. I think it's just the singles. We're going to be bringing you Auger Seaman Chorich, I believe, as well this evening. I think David's doing that one, but I don't think we've got anybody covering doubles. I didn't know Runa and Tsitsipas were playing doubles together. Is that true? You winding me up? Oh no, it's true. Well, I don't know how I feel about that partnership, to be honest. Yeah, I was just gonna say there. I'm not a big fan of Holger Rune actually. Well, but yeah, maybe the Moritoglu effect. Yeah, of course. Don't get me started on Moritoglu. Not his biggest fan either. AJC, Steph in 2 sets, please. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Although they're both rolling through their service games because he's got 40 love again. Here is Isner. Tsitsipas with the forehand cross court. Forehand from Isner. Tsitsipas now with the moon ball. Takes it on the right. Oh, but Isner gets the error. Well, produces the error, sorry. Goes wide on that forehand, so 40-15. It's been a pretty great week for the Americans all around, really. With Jess Pegula into the quarterfinals. Maddie Keys already into the semifinals. Ben Shelton had a pretty great run as well. Although he did get schooled a little bit by Cam Norrie last night, did Shelton. But that 19-year-old is doing really well for himself. Let's hear it. I don't know. I just don't like. But he made a point on like social media and stuff earlier when apologizing and taking responsibility for Simona Halep's bad clay season, and then now as soon as she's winning titles again, he's it's a team effort. We both did it, and it's like I don't know. It just seems to have a very kind of codependent relationship with some of his charges, and I don't know. I struggle to see the amount of credit he gets given for Simona Halep's wins. It's down to her. He's not responsible. But anyway, so John Isner, another pretty solid hold of serve, and we did get our first shank of the match there actually from Stefanos TSITSIPAS. So I'm going to get the shank button out. Yeah, well, I mean, something is obviously working with that partnership because Simona Halep has just come and won a Masters 1000. But that was the post I was thinking about after she won the title, and I don't know, it's just something about it just feels off to me. But there we go. That's my opinion on Moritoglu. But anyway, that's an interesting doubles partnership. Probably won't be able to catch that one, to be honest. I don't know what time that's going to be on here. I'll probably be in bed for that one. I don't know. Although I do want to try and stay up a little bit for the Charge Auger match because I like Borna Charic, and I'm liking that he's coming back and I'm making a go of it again from his injury. Always up there, Todd. You'd be hard pressed to find another name that would be harder to break. Yeah, I don't know what came over me, but I watched the entirety of his match, the longest match ever played at Wimbledon between him and Mahou way back in the day. Oh, we got a finals prediction. Alcaraz Medvedev. I would not be surprised. I mean, Medvedev, he didn't play his best tennis today. He got much better in the second set, but he still came through it pretty handily against Taylor Fritz, who's been having a really good week. So I think Medvedev is a pretty good bet for the final. I would think. Obviously, he plays the winner of this match in the semi-final, and then Alcaraz. Well, it was a good win in the end over Cilic yesterday, but it was a bit shaky toward the end of that first set for Alcaraz. But I would probably have to agree with you on that. 15 love here for Tsitsipas again. No man seems to be trouble on this serve. Hey, MJ. Hope you're doing well and enjoying Cincinnati. Yeah, Charge back into the top 100. Yes, really good. And back into a big quarterfinal as well. It's really good to see from him. 30 love here again, very quickly. Return goes long from Tsitsipas. True. Del Potro. I miss Del Potro. I really do. He was one of my favorites. But yeah, he was very hard to break as well. No, Ron. I don't deny. It's obviously something is working for them in a partnership, but it is a partnership, And at the end of the day, she's the one that's on court. I don't know. It's just something a bit weird about the way that he was kind of, like apologizing for her bad results, and then I don't know, and then taking all the credit for when she won, and that I don't know. But anyway, we have got another shank here. Sorry, I'm doing all my talking and I'm not getting my buttons out. Where's my lamb shank? And yes, please, everybody, listen to JC and MJ. Drop a like when you can, if you can. Well, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you're enjoying it. I'm trying to get to 50 likes on these kind of matches so far. So, well, we're more than halfway there. Let's try to do it. And return of serve goes wide there. It's another good serve from Tsitsipas. So 40-15 again. No troubles, no anything exciting really going on in this match so far. They're just rolling through the service games, as typical is in the match really so far, isn't it? And yeah, Jean mentioned Stefanos can be a bit of a serve bot at times, and he just shows it there again with another really big serve down the tee. And he gets a game to 15, the Stefanos TSITSIPAS, so we are 4 games apiece. So Sabalenka and Jung have actually just gotten underway over on Grandstand. Sabalenka serving at 30 love there. So early days for that match, but that is the last of the women's quarterfinals, I think, to be played. Sorry. The penultimate of the women's quarterfinals to be played today. We've still got Pagoda Garcia to come. 15 love for Isner here. I'm not actually, MJ. I'm a big Alcaraz fan. I do like him. I was an early adopter of Alcaraz. I was watching him before he became huge, and yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Nori. And honestly, most of when we're playing for countries and stuff, team sports and whatever, I'm all for my country, for Wales, for Britain and whatever. But when it comes to tennis, I generally just root for a player rather than from where they're from. And it goes for Brits as well, to be honest. But yeah, I'll be rooting for Carlos in that one. So 15 all here on the serve of Isner. Another big serve, backhand block return from Tsitsipas, lands on the baseline. The forehand from Isner, another slice backhand from Tsitsipas. Isner with a good, nice forehand there, good angle. Oh, he runs around for that, but he nets it, does John Isner. So 15-30. First little chance. Yeah, Keys back into the top 20 as well. Yeah, it's been a big week for Keys, hasn't it? She's struggled a bit lately, but yeah, it's really good for her back into the top 20. She might be looking to make a run at the US Open. And yeah, because of the no ranking points at Wimbledon, Rebecca won't be a top 20 seed. That's crazy to think about. Crazy. Second serve here for Isner. It's 15-30, so maybe the first maybe chance on serve. Second serve. Also deep serve. That was brave on the second serve there. And Tsitsipas nets the backhand return, so it's 30 all. Ooh, Todd picking Nori to upset Alcaraz in 3 sets. I mean, he looked very good yesterday, didn't he, Nori, against Ben Shelton? I think it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough match, I think. Well, how would she be as high as 6 if Wimbledon points counted? Thanks for that. I didn't actually know what ranking she would be if the points are counted, and it's such a shame for her. It really is. And this is just too good a servant from John, isn't it? 15-30, quickly snuffs it out. Any chance of Tsitsipas breaking? 3 aces per man for this match so far. And yeah, Sabalenka Jung underway over on Grandstand. Let me check the score there for you, Sabalenka. Well, Sabalenka's on deuce on her serve in her opening service game there. Jung having a great week. She's already defeated Osaka and Kontaveit. And who else did Jung defeat? I can't remember now. But she's having a hell of a week anyway. So 40-30. Oh, it's gone long, John, isn't it? And I think this is our first deuce of the match, if I am not mistaken. So this could be a key point in this this opening set. Tsitsipas has got Isner, the big server at deuce. Can he make the most of this opportunity here? As we were saying, one of the toughest guys on tours to break. So John Isner. Can he find an ace when he needs one? Oh, it's a big first serve. Tsitsipas gets a racket on the return. Oh, little tricky bounce there right at the net for Isner, but he dealt with it well and put it away. So it is advantage, Isner. Who did well to get that return back in play, actually. Tsitsipas. I don't think either of them were expecting it, but Isner almost touched the net there, actually. Right, Tsitsipas is just chatting to the umpire about something here. I think he was talking about maybe Isner reaching over the net to put the ball away. But the ball had already come onto Isner's side before the the top spin had pushed the ball back. So it's not like he'd reached over the net before the ball had come, towards him, I think is what the umpire was saying. Hey Sam, how you doing? Second serve here for Isner. That's a good second save as well. And follows it up with the backhand. Tsitsipas with the forehand isn't at the net with the volley. Can Tsitsipas get there? He can. Oh, but it's going to go wide. And John Isner does hold from the first juice game, I think, of the match. Isner's now a game away from this opening set at 5-4. So Kvitova and Keys are actually each other's next opponents. Yeah, they're playing they'll be the first semi-final, Kvitova and Keys, and but the winner of Sabalenka and Jung will then play the winner of Pegula Garcia. So that is the first women's semi-final. Winner of this to play Daniil Medvedev, who's looking to defend his US Open title. It's looking good, especially. I don't know. It's still hard to know where Rafa is, to be honest. He's still recovering from that ab injury, but with that 3-set defeat over Chorich, and he admitted that he did not play well in that match. So I think things are looking up for Daniil Medvedev to try and retain his title here. Women's side, though, is anybody's game. I keep trying to make predictions for the women's side of the US Open, and just I do still would have to put Iga up there, but it's still don't know, especially after the couple of defeats she's had. But she is still the world number one and the dominant force in women's tennis. But I think it's going to be it's a good one on both the men's and the women's side. And the draw, I think they announced it's going to be done in 10 days' time. The draw for the US Open. Yeah, it's going to be a big hit in. I mean, Keys were back in I thought would be a big hit in one as well. And I think it could be even bigger with Kvitova. She's looking very strong this tournament, is Kvitova. I mean, she bageled on Jabeur. I think she breadsticked and bageled on Jabeur. She lost a set in the middle of it, but and she was down a break a couple of times as well against Tomljanovic in the second set, but she came through fairly handily in the end in straights. So Tsitsipas serving to stay in this opening set. Oh, that's a wild forehand from Tsitsipas. Love 15. As of now, Djokovic will not be able to play the US Open unless the rules changed. Some rules have been relaxed, but as it stands, he still wouldn't be able to enter the States unvaccinated. 93% of first serve points won for Stefanos TSITSIPAS. Still very good numbers, although we did just lose one there. Oh, it's just landed on the baseline there from Tsitsipas. Isner with the back. And this is a really strange camera angle that they're showing here, actually. I can barely kind of see the ball. I mean, it's good to see the kind of depth that the players are getting, but it's hard to call on commentary. Oh, we've got a shank from Stefanos TSITSIPAS, and now love 30. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like it'll be Rafa 2. I mean, Medvedev 1, Rafa 2. I don't know what would have to happen for Rafa to be seeded below that. Because I know he could have had a chance to be seeded number one, but he would have had to have won the tournament, Rafa. But yeah, I would think he would be the second seed. That's a better play from Tsitsipas. The return of serve has gone out, and the call didn't come from the electronic line system, but it was well out to the umpire. Umpire gives the call. Okay, so if Alcaraz gets to the final of Cincinnati, then he would be two. Okay, yeah, makes sense. So it's all hinging on Alcaraz's success in this tournament. Then for you, Rafa seeding, yeah, that's understandable. He's got to come through Cam Norrie first to get to the semi-final, and then he would have to come through either Medvedev or one of these guys. It's better again from Tsitsipas. Good play at the net. And a big shake of the racket down to the end of the court where John Isner is there from Tsitsipas. 30 all. It's a lovely one-handed backhand down the line from Tsitsipas, followed it up with a lovely little volley. If you're watching, please don't forget to hit that like button, by the way. It would really help us out. I think the umpire just come down there to just wipe some of the lines, I think, there. So we get a shot of a big grey cloud looming there. Hopefully there'll be no rain delays for this one. So from love 30 down, back to 30 all. Has got a second serve here, though, Tsitsipas. Second serve. Oh, Isner. Oh, he's just missed it, Isner. He really went for that, Isner. He went to take it early on that serve, a return of serve, and he's just gone wide with it. He's frustrated. He's missed that one. It's 40-30 for Tsitsipas. Every time, Michael. Every time. Tsitsipas then with the game point. It's a good serve. It's a drop shot from Tsitsipas, and Isner goes long and wide, and so we are 5 games also from love 30 down. Tsitsipas gets out of a little spot of bother, and we go on. So the business end of this set now, 5 games all. Wouldn't be surprised if this does go to a tiebreak. Isner with a big serve down the tee. Steph gets the return in play. Oh, it's a big forehand from John Isner. Must have just caught the line there, 15 love. So other matches on today, we've got, there's another match going on over on Grandstand. We've got Arina Sabalenka and Zheng Shuai. They are playing their quarterfinal match. Then following that one will be Auger-Aliassime versus Church. We've also got 2 matches following this one as well here on the main court. The 2 night matches. The first will be Pegula versus Garcia, and then the second will be Norrie versus Alcaraz. So Isner tries the drop shot this time. That was silky smooth from John Isner. 30 love. So Todd, there are a couple of tournaments next week. So there's 3 250 tournaments, 1 on the ATP side and 2 on the women's side. ATP there's a Winston-Salem 250, and the women's one is in Canada, and hang on, let me pull up the tournaments here because I can't quite remember. So one is in Vancouver. No, sorry, that's this week. So there's a 250 in Granby in Canada next week for the women, and there's also Cleveland for the women, and then it's Winston-Salem for the men. So just a couple of 250s, and then obviously qualifying as well. First serve percentage 72 for Tsitsipas, 80. I just missed that there, 80 something for Isner though. Oh, his team confirmed for Winston-Salem. I saw that a bunch of players that had pulled out, Tiafoe being the biggest kind of seed to pull out recently, but it'll be good to see Dominic Thiem. Tsitsipas on the backhand winner here, 40-15. Got the return of serve in play. Isner tried the big forehand, but Tsitsipas was right there. Just put the backhand down the line. 6 backhand winners for Tsitsipas, 0 for John Isner in this match so far. But with serves like that, who needs to hit backhand winners? John Isner closed out a fairly simple service hold, and he's guaranteed at least a tiebreak in this opening set. He leads by 6 games to 5. So if you are watching, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new as well. We've got Sabalenka and Jung also on court, as I mentioned. They are all on serve in that opening set so far. That's 2-1 to Sabalenka, with Jung serving. We will have the winner of this playing Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev, yeah, he's looking good. Like I said, he didn't play his best tennis in that first set. And he managed, well, he flew through the tiebreak in the end. He got it to a tiebreak, did Fritz, and then Medvedev ran away with that. And then he fairly easy second set for Medvedev. Then good to see Medvedev doing well after not being able to play Wimbledon. Yeah, I would be very surprised if things changed in time, to be honest. Like I said, they already mentioned that they'd relaxed a couple of the rules, but not that one. I think it would. Yeah, like you say, I think they would already have announced it if they were doing it. I think it's very unlikely that he's going to be allowed to play the US Open, to be honest. And I think, well, it's in question for the Australian Open as well. So 40 minutes for this match so far. Tsitsipas serving to stay in this opening set. Jo Konta, yeah, she's retired now. She announced earlier this year that she was retiring from tennis, and she's expecting a baby now as well. I think, I don't know if she's had it yet. I think she's still expecting, but yeah, retired now is Jo Konta. Second serve here for Tsitsipas, serving to stay in it. I think we're right. This is probably going to go to a tiebreak, isn't it? Serve down the tee. Backhand return from Isner. Tsitsipas. Oh, it's a nice forehand cross court from Tsitsipas. Too good for Isner. 15-love. Oh, got a stat here that John Isner has won 493 tiebreaks. Wow. That's ridiculous. Finds the first serve, Tsitsipas, backhand return goes into the net from John Isner, 30-love. Okay, it's looking up for him in Australia. Then is it? Let an American swimmer in. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, and it's still a bit up in the air, but yeah, well, it's definitely obviously looking more likely for Australia than the US anyway. But yeah, I would say it's very unlikely that he'll be able to play the US anyway. So Tsitsipas at 30-love. Oh, it's a lovely forehand on the inside. And forehand from Tsitsipas. Now with the drop shot, can Isner get there? He can. Tsitsipas. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. What a cat and mouse kind of point that was. Tsitsipas just playing with, isn't it? A drop shot, and then just that touch down the line, the slice took all the pace off it. And that spin. Tsitsipas with 40-love. 3 points to take us into a tiebreak. Serve down the tee. Return is good from Isner. Follows it up with a forehand right on the baseline. Tsitsipas with the forehand. Backhand cross court from Isner. Tsitsipas stretches to get it back. Isner goes back in that corner. Gets Tsitsipas going the wrong way. So it won't be a game to love. It is 40-15. She did retire, and I think she does a bit of commentary now as well. I've heard her do she did a bit of commentary for Wimbledon anyway. Did Jo Konta. Oh, Todd picking Garcia over Pegula. You know, I think I would probably agree with you for that. Actually, I think Garcia is having a hell of a week. Well, not just a week, a hell of a couple of weeks to be honest. And I think she could have Pegula's number, Garcia. And Tsitsipas with an excellent first serve once again, and we are indeed, surprise, surprise, going to a tiebreak to decide this opening set. So John Isner actually has played the most tiebreaks in the ATP Tour history as well. So he's played 110 tiebreaks, 810 tiebreaks in his career, has John Isner. Come on, Steph. So Isner will serve to open up the tiebreak. Oh, second serve. That must have just missed. 7-5 to Steph prediction. Yeah, what do you think? Second serve. Backhand return from Tsitsipas. Forehand from Isner. Isner's at the net now. Tsitsipas can't do anything with that. It is 1-0 to John Isner. I'm trying to think how critical this tiebreak can be. I mean, I think, to be honest, no. I mean, I think if Tsitsipas were to lose it, he could still come back and win it. But yeah, John Isner, no, he's used to it, the tiebreaks as well, isn't he? So I don't think this set is a must win for either man. I think they would still fancy the chances of coming back. And a brilliant serve there from Tsitsipas again, 1-1. Michael saying 7-5 to the Greek. Finds a serve. Now with the backhand cross court, Isner takes it out there. Tsitsipas with a drop shot. Isner doesn't even bother going for it. That is the play for Stefanos Tsitsipas because it is working for him. 2-1 Tsitsipas. Oh, Ronan thinks Garcia wouldn't be fresh enough to come through as a qualifier. Well, you never know. She's looking pretty fit, but Pagula is she's very fit, and we saw how she kind of took apart Raducanu yesterday. I still think I'm going to give Garcia the edge in that, but I think it'll be 3 sets. 5 drop shot winners in this match for Stefanos Tsitsipas, just the 1 for Isner. Oh, second serve here for Isner. I'm not sure about court time, but the second in that list of all-time tiebreaks played was Ivo Karlovic. Again, surprise, surprise. And Isner has just netted a forehand here, so the first mini break of this tiebreak has gone to Stefanos Tsitsipas. He leads by 3 points to 1 here. I'm not sure if he's confirmed for Laver Cup. I've seen, they've confirmed Team Europe, but I don't think they've confirmed the whole of Team World. I'm not sure. I can try and have a look and bring it up and see if he is confirmed for it. I'll do that after the tiebreak. Oh, that would have been an ace for Isner, but it's been called a let. That's unfortunate. Wow, Isner's actually played 2 tiebreaks in each match so far. Bloody hell. Oh, that's an ace. He goes for the same one, just John Isner, and it pays off for him there. So 3-2, still a mini break for Tsitsipas. Yeah, Team World going to get smoked. They always do, don't they? That's the beauty of being from Europe. I'm very much actually looking forward to the Laver Cup this year. Really am. Let's see if I can find this Team World. Tsitsipas finds the first serve back and return from his short ball. Gives Stefanos plenty of time to put it into the open court. It is 4-2. He has a little bit of daylight here now, Tsitsipas. All right, I've got the Laver Cup here. So, of course, we know Team Europe is the big 4. Rafa, Novak, Roger, Andy, and then Stefanos Tsitsipas and Casper Ruud to round it out. There are 4 confirmed for Team World so far. Isner is not among them. So we've got Felix Auger-Aliassime, Taylor Fritz, Diego Schwartzman, and Jack Sock are the 4 confirmed for Team World. There will be 2 more to be announced. But yeah, so far Isner's not confirmed. Hey, Ems. Hope you're well and enjoying Cincinnati. It's been a pretty good tournament, this one, I think, so far. It's the beauty of the 1 week long Masters 1000s. You get so many good matches all over the place. I can find out for you actually who has the TV rights for Laver Cup in the UK. I can't remember where I watched it previously, but of course it's coming to London this year, so I would think it would be on. Let me see. This is Tennis Channel. What about in the UK? Eurosport, according to this, will be airing the matches, but that's just the first article that I found. Oh, it's just gone long from Tsitsipas. Just. Oh, that must have been really tight. And Isner's got the mini break back here. 4-3. Still Tsitsipas leads. That must have been close, that shot. So yeah, still pretty quick match. I mean, considering we're in a tiebreak and still not even 50 minutes played. Oh no, this isn't a rain delay, is it? No, the umpire's just getting down to check the lines, I think. So Mohamed Leani has just come down to check the lines here, saying he doesn't want to take any risk for the players. Let me see what he's going to say here. So I think Leani is stopping play here to get the towels out on court to rub down the lines because he doesn't want to take any risks to the players' safety. And apparently they're doing the same thing over on grandstand as well. So yeah, I'll let you know as soon as play resumes. But yeah, he's paused play for now, has the umpire Mohamed Leani. But yes, Tsitsipas has just lost that mini break. I don't know where the points have gone on the scoreboard there. It is 4-3 to Tsitsipas with Isner serving. I don't think I've ever seen indoor grass. That would be interesting though. But yeah, they've it's always been on a hard, isn't it, Labour Cup? Maybe they could change it up every now and again. So let me see how Sabalenka and Jung are getting on over on grandstand. So it is 3-2 to Sabalenka over there. I think that is on serve. I think they are doing the same thing over there. I think they're taking a pause in play just to take care of the lines. So let me see if I can hear what Mohamed Leani is saying. I think he's saying the temperature of the court is pretty warm, so there's a lot of moisture on it. They're getting the towels out here just to wipe it up. It's a bit of an unfortunate point, really, in the middle of a first set tiebreak. So we are still waiting. So yeah, I guess I'll try and run you through some of the results if some of you are just catching up. By the way, if you are just joining me, don't forget to hit that like button. But we have had Daniil Medvedev come through in straight sets against Taylor Fritz. We've had Petra Kvitova with a really good win in straight sets over Ayla Tomljanovic. And of course, Maddie Keys came through in straights as well against Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina. So all straight sets matches so far today. And we've got, as I said, Sabalenka and Jung has actually just been suspended, I think. Yeah, it says suspended here. I'm not sure. I don't think it's actually raining here. I think he's just saying the temperature on the court is just, I don't know, it's a bit strange. But yeah, so we've got Tsitsipas had the mini break in this tie break, and he's just got it back as John Isner because that ball has just gone long from Stefanos TSITSIPAS. So maybe I don't know who this break would favour more, to be honest. I mean, maybe having just given up the mini break, it might favour Tsitsipas a little bit, just for him to regroup and get his head back together. Yeah, Keys could really do well. I mean, she's a former finalist, isn't she, at the US Open, and she spoke recently about how much she actually likes the balls that they play with. They play with different balls. The US Open series, and it's different between the men and the women as well. But Keys really likes it, and it really works in her favor. So she really could do well. I mean, she's taken out Roland Garros champion and Wimbledon champion back to back already in this tournament. So yeah, she could definitely have a good run, I think. It is sometimes just a question of whether Keys can be consistent. Should be an interesting match, a semi-final match between her and Petra Kvitova. I'm not entirely sure if they are what they're waiting for here. There's the umpire's smiling. John Isner's having a laugh here. I'm not completely sure what they're laughing about. Unfortunately, yeah, I think you're right there. Petra, no one beats Petra except Petra. Yes, indeed. I mean, matches do always seem to be on a racket, don't they? I mean, as I think it was you who pointed out, it's going to be who can make the fewest unforced errors between her and Keys. Oh, question from Chad. Am I a good tennis player? What's my tennis style? I'm an okay tennis player. I was a better squash player, so I serve bot endless 140-mile-an-hour serves. Yeah, no, I mentioned on here before that I was a squash player as a junior. I played squash for Wales, so I wasn't a bad squash player, and then I made the transition to tennis. So I'm not bad. I'm not great. I should probably stick to commentating. I did have a little hit today actually with my new rackets, but unfortunately, I am not a serve bot because I am I am all of 5'2", which to who use the other metric system, I am 159 centimeters. So I'm far too short to be a professional tennis player, unfortunately. Yeah, serve is actually what I think I struggle with. Being a squash player, it's the serve is so different in tennis. I work on that quite a bit. I was trying to work on it today actually as well, but I don't think I quite got to 140 miles an hour. Yeah, I was rooting for her as well. I really really enjoyed Perchkovitova's runs to the Wimbledon title. Well, twice she's a champion there, and I thought she could have got a run this year as well, but it wasn't to be. But yeah, you can't root against Petra She's seems to be one of the nicest players on the WTA tour. I mean, she's won the sportsmanship awards and the player voted awards for how many years in a row, Kvitova. But it's good to see her back playing again and in a bit of form. She didn't have a great start to the year, did Petra? Thanks. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Yeah, I might not be a serve bot, but yeah, I can move then. Yeah, I'm not too bad at getting around the court. But yeah, I'm just a little thing, me. That's my big racket. My racket's almost half the size of me. I'm not entirely sure why we're still just kind of waiting here. Because there doesn't seem to be anybody actually on the court now drawing these lines. I think everybody's just looking up at the sky to see what these clouds are doing. But I think, are they still suspended over on Grandstand as well? Let me have a look. Yeah, it's still suspended over there. Yeah, it was horrendous what happened to Kvitova. Really, yeah, of course that attack that she had where they broke into her home, didn't they? And she got stabbed in the hand, and it was a playing hand as well, wasn't it? And I can't imagine what it's like trying to come back from something like that. I mean, absolute credit to her because not only is the psychological damage from that as well on top of the physical damage it's done to her. So yeah, it's great to see Kvitova back at the top of the game again. As a junior, though, I mean, we're talking, under 15s here. I was a junior player for Wales, but yeah, I kind of gave up on it as I moved to the seniors, really, and just sort of stuck playing to club level. Oh, Todd with a win this morning. 6-love. You served up a bagel, Todd. 6-love, 6-2. Nice win there. Up and comer. Beat your boss. Oh, it's an interesting dynamic there. Yeah, and of course, yeah, that came to mind as well as soon as we were talking about it. The horrible, horrible incident to Monica Seles as well. To think what her career could have been if that stabbing had not happened, because it really affected her, didn't it? And it's so sad. It really is. I got here 9 minutes since the last point has been played. We're in the middle of a tiebreak. We're 4-3 in a tiebreak. On serve, Isner has just gotten the mini break back, and we're still just waiting. I don't know what they're still waiting for. I mean, it's tough for the players here as well. I mean, tiebreak where you really need to be focused on every single point, and then you got a really long break like this, and you don't know how long it's going to be. Let me see if I can hear what is going on with the umpire here, if he's saying anything. I think have they gotten underway over on Grandstand? I think that's still suspended as well. I might if this keeps up for a while, I might have to stick the we'll be right back ticker on. But yes, 10 minutes now since they've hit the last point. Yeah, nobody knows what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. So they stopped the match basically because Muhammad Liani was saying that because of the temperature and the humidity in the court, he was worried for the safety of the players basically, and he wanted them to stop. He wanted the lines people, the grounds people to come out, clean the lines, dry everything down, and I'm not sure what they're actually waiting for now. I'm not sure if they're maybe waiting for. I mean, there's a big cloud in the sky. I don't know if they're waiting for it to pass or something. But nobody seems to be on the court doing any more work on the lines, so I'm not entirely sure what they are waiting for because it's been over 10 minutes now since the last point, and of course, in the middle of a tiebreak, that scoreboard is a little bit wrong. Well, a little bit wrong. It is wrong. It's 4-3 in the tiebreak to Tsitsipas on serve. Oh, thanks, JC. I love it. I've got my own personal cheerleader in you, haven't I? But yeah, I was all right as a junior, but I haven't got on the court in a while. Actually, I got my squash racket out today, but I haven't found a squash court yet. Here, I moved here to Manchester, but, well, last year now, and shamefully, I haven't found a court yet. But yeah, it's more of a tennis nowadays, but still. Right, I don't know why they are still delayed here. This is starting to get on my nerves now. I want to see the end of this tiebreak. What is going on? I'm gonna go see if I can open up the stream on the other court and see what's going on that court. We've got Sabalenka and Jung over on grandstand, and I can see that it is suspended, but I'm not sure if maybe it's going to be clearer over there what's going on. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. So on the stream, on the Sabalenka stream, you can actually see rain coming down. You can't see it on this court, but you can see it on the other court. So I think that's what's happening. I can actually see that they're going off court. Sabalenka and Jung, yeah, they are leaving the court. So I don't know if they're going to leave the court here. Let me just see what Muhammad Liani is saying. I think they are going to take a break here. Let me just listen here. Right, so they have suspended play here. I haven't got any good Welsh jokes to fill here. I have been chatting rubbish to you guys about the past 10-15 minutes, so apologies for that. But we have got the rain now, and they are going to go off court. So, well, I don't know when it's going to be back online, back on court. So, yeah, well, I think I might take this opportunity to go and make myself a cuppa or something. And I'll stick the we'll be right back thing on because we have got a rain delay. Let me see. I've got a ticker, right? Haven't I? For let me see. I can edit this. So we've got a rain delay back soon. So we've got Tsitsipas. Why am I talking you through this? So Tsitsipas 6-all against Isner, and it's how many points? I said it was 4-3, didn't I? 4-3. There we go. So I can put that in. That is done. There we go. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking to you guys. Hopefully it won't be long. But yeah, I'm gonna pop off then just for a second, and I'll be right back with you as soon as we've got play back in. So I'm not sure what button actually the guys normally press when there is a rain delay. I'm just having a look through the buttons here now, but I guess stream starting soon. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's the one I'll have to do. So yeah, I'm gonna stick the stream starting soon back, and I'll be back as soon as possible, as soon as we've got some play. But it is in the tiebreak, 4-3 to Stefanos TSITSIPAS. So I'll be back in a bit.
familia más and relaxing.
Fantastic segundo, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey everyone, we are back. So it's been about half an hour since we were last on, but the rain has cleared. The players have finished their warm-up. They are ready to get back out on court. I think Sabalenka and Zhang actually have... no, they're warming up as well. So the warm-up's just finished. So it is going to be Isner serving. The scoreboard hasn't updated yet. I'm not entirely sure why. But it is 4-3 to Tsitsipas in this tiebreak. Isner serving. So Tsitsipas did have the mini break. Isner's just got it back before we had this rain delay. 32 minutes, it says, since the last point. So hopefully you all stuck around and stick with me for this one, because it should be it would have been a good conclusion to the end of this one, but I feel it could end up being a bit anticlimactic after that half an hour wait. But let's see how this first set pans out. So we've got John Isner serving. Sorry, I was just reading Capricorn's comment there. John Isner serving at 3-4. What will it be, John's tiebreak? The amount of tiebreaks he's played, and it's a great play from John Isner. He gets Tsitsipas going the wrong way, and from a mini breakdown now, Isner's got himself to 4 points apiece in this tiebreak. So Tsitsipas looking, well, he had, like I said, he had the mini break in this, so he'll be kicking himself, really. Although he just missed a shot that had gone just past the baseline, Tsitsipas. So I'm just adjusting my screen here. It's a good serve from Isner, and again with the forehand, it's the same play as that previous point, and it's now Isner with the advantage in the tiebreak. Oh gosh, I just made myself big by a mistake there. Apologies, you all. Where's my scoreboard gone? Here it is. Gosh, I'm having all the technical difficulties today. I was muted to begin with, and now... Right, I think we're all good to go. Rain delay is over. We're back in business. So, Tsitsipas now. Pressure right back on him, serving at 4-5. He was 4-2 up in this, remember, and Isner's just won 3 points on the bounce. So can Tsitsipas get to 5-all here? That's a good play from Tsitsipas. Isner's managed to get a racket on it. It's going to bounce in. Oh, no, it's just wide on the line. That must have been very close as well. You have to wait for a long time for that to come down from the air, but it is 5 points apiece. So we are going to get a set point here. Will it be Tsitsipas or will it be Isner? It's on the serve of Tsitsipas. I can see it there. It says it is 6-all, so the scoreboard is slow in update. 5-all, sorry. Now it's 6-5. Sorry, yeah, the scoreboard is a little bit out of sync with this, but it was a big first serve there from Tsitsipas. He got the short ball and he gave it the treatment, so it is 6-5, and it is a set point here for Stefanos TSITSIPAS. So Isner under pressure. I mean, he's got that big serve, but it is a set point for the Greek. As we've come back from this pretty length, half an hour rain delay. And we've hit 50 likes as well. So thanks everybody who has hit that button. Let's get to 100 next. Set point, Tsitsipas. Isner with the big serve. Backhand return from Tsitsipas. Oh, and Isner makes the error. And Tsitsipas gets the better of John Isner in this opening set tiebreak. He takes it by 7 games to 6. 7 points to 5 as well in that tiebreak. I think some of you have predicted 7-5 to Tsitsipas in that as well. So in just over an hour, if you don't count the rain delay, Stefanos TSITSIPAS has taken the opening set. He's defeated John Isner in the tiebreak. So he's going to have to come from behind now, Isner. So it's a pretty even set, actually. Got 17 winners for Tsitsipas to 18 of Isner. Unforced errors, 6 for Tsitsipas, 9 for Isner. So, yes, not much to separate the two, really. First serves in, again, the same. 72% in for Tsitsipas, 75 for Isner. First serve points won, a little higher for Tsitsipas. It's 88. That's a good stat there. 77 for Isner. And then second serve points won, dead equal at 60% apiece. Yeah, I'm with you there, Sean. I'm hoping for a Tsitsipas Medvedev semi-final. I would be very, very much looking forward to that one and be hoping it's on at a decent time here, but it would probably get the night match, wouldn't it? But yeah, Tsitsipas Medvedev semi-final I'm hoping for, I think. They've had some good matches. But yeah, Medvedev looking to defend his title. This would be a good week for him here. I'm glad to see him doing well as well after not being able to play Wimbledon. The world number one, Daniil Medvedev. So I think Sabalenka and Jung have gotten underway as well. Yeah, they have resumed play. So Sabalenka actually has a break point on the serve of Jung. Those are the only two singles matches being played. I think there's a doubles match that's going on as well. Got our Gonzalez and Roger Vasselin playing Kravitz and Mies. And I don't know if there's any women's doubles going on. I don't think so. Yeah, Medvedev Cincy marriage is high drama. Oh, it is. Wasn't it? Was it Tsitsipas who came up with the bullshit Russian quote? I think that was Tsitsipas, wasn't it? But yeah, lots of drama in Medvedev Tsitsipas. I love it. So Tsitsipas serving to open up the second set. We'll get a second serve here. That one is long. Good set for him to win this Tsitsipas, especially after going down, after losing that mini break advantage and then coming off the rain delay. But yeah, good regroup from him. So can Tsitsipas get the first point here? Oh, I thought that had gone wide, but we carry on here. But Isner with the big forehand down the line. Tsitsipas tries to pass him, but Isner's there with the volley. Isner gets the point. It's love 15. So, not a bad start for John Isner here on the serve of Tsitsipas. He always sparks, and I love it. Same. I like it because sometimes the drama on the court just annoys me, and I'm just not here for it. But for some reason, the Medvedev Tsitsipas, I don't know, whatever they've got going on, I just love it. So, it is love 15 on the serve of Tsitsipas. Second serve here again. Stefanos TSITSIPAS his tweets are something to behold if you do follow Stefanos TSITSIPAS on Twitter. He does come out with the strangest things sometimes. That return of serve has gone long from Isner, so 15-all. I feel like Victoria Azarenka has been chatting to Tsitsipas recently with some of the tweets she's been coming out with as well. Both inspirational quote fanatics, I think, on Twitter. So Tsitsipas 15-all. That's a good serve out wide. Isner gets the return in place. Tsitsipas with the forehand into the open court. Isner goes long, 30-15. So yeah, I'm back. I have got my cup of tea, so excuse me, I am going to have some. Got to get my drinking somewhere. I'm a Brit. I can't help it. I'm addicted to tea. Oh, I think Zhang has actually saved the break point over on grandstand, by the way. Tsitsipas with a... Oh, it was good. Yeah, great one too. I was going to say great one too, and then I thought he might have gone wide with it, but it was just on the line, playing with fire this Tsitsipas with that forehand cross court. But it is 40-15. Oh, just wide there on the serve down the tee. Yes, JC. Though, welcome back. Yes, Steph took it in the end. 7-5 in that tiebreak. Second serve, backhand. Oh, what a return from John Isner. Clean winner off the backhand there, 40-30. Took that right on the right. John Isner came right at him into the strike zone. Still a game point for Tsitsipas, though. That was a 73-mile-an-hour serve return winner. Not bad from the big guy. Can Tsitsipas find a first serve here? He can. Forehand return from Isner. Good forehand from Tsitsipas as well. Isner gets it back. Forehand from Tsitsipas. Isner tries to go down the line. Oh, just catches the line. Oh, but that one is a miss hit from John Isner. And Tsitsipas does come through the opening game of this second set. So he's a set and a game to the good here now, Stefanos Tsitsipas. So Jung and Sabalenka, 3 games apiece over there on grandstand. Saved the break point, did Jung. So yeah, still early days in that match. I've got here Tsitsipas's return placement. The balls when he gets right back at the baseline, he's won 100% of them. Wow. It was you, was it, Todd? That I knew somebody had said the 7-5 to Tsitsipas in the tiebreak. Very impressive. And ace down the tee for John Isner, 15 love. Return spins here on the first serve, 52. Oh, sorry. I was just about to read you some stats, and the graphic's gone as quickly as it has appeared. So ignore that. Oh, it's into the net there from John Isner. Made a mistake on the slice. 15 all. So, yeah, well, the next match, the night match, is not before 7 p.m. local time, which would be midnight here. So, yeah, I still think it's going to be at that time. I thought maybe the rain delay might have meant that it would be next up, but there's a pretty decent gap between this session and the next one. You got it as well, did you, JC? 7-5 in the first set tiebreak. Win-loss record is 1-332. You got to start somewhere, JC. That's better from Isner there with the inside in forehand, 40-15. Sorry, 30-15. I think my video is a little bit behind the scoreboard here. But an ace from John Isner down the tee does bring up 40-15. I might try and actually restart my my Prime thing here, because I think the stream is just a little bit behind that scoreboard, and I don't want to be bringing you commentary that's behind. So let me see if I can just restart this and get it back on track. But yeah, as you can see, John Isner has come through that opening service game pretty easily. So it is 1 game apiece. And here we go. Right, I've restarted it. So hopefully this is going to be in time with the scoreboard. Yes, let's listen to Sean. Let's get to 100 likes. We're halfway there. We got 52. So please give that like button a hit if you are watching along. Second serve here for Tsitsipas. Just over an hour and a half now on the match clock. Oh, it was a brave second serve from Tsitsipas. The return's gone long from Isner, 15 love. That was a good second serve down the tee there. Still a bit of pace on that one as well for a second serve. Tsitsipas looking to carry that momentum with him from the end of that first set. Oh, it's a lovely serve down the tee. Big forehand on the follow-up. Now with the half volley goes Tsitsipas. That's going to go wide though. 15 all. How did he lose that point, actually? Don't forget a replay of this. He took a half volley right down at his shoelace, did Tsitsipas, and eventually made the error. So they're hoping, they forecast that there's not going to be any more rain. The dark clouds have cleared, so we're hoping that it's going to be smooth sailing from here on out in terms of weather anyway. Depends whether or not you're Tsitsipas or an Isner fan in terms of the tennis. So 15 all, Tsitsipas with the forehand. Forehand goes Isner. Tsitsipas runs around for a forehand cross-court, backhand slice from Isner. Tsitsipas goes cross-court with the forehand. It's a good angle, and that's going to go long from John Isner, 30-15. Oh, Zhang got a break over on grandstand. She has indeed. 4-3 for Zhang. She's having a heck of a tournament, Zhang Shui. I called the Osaka match that she won, and then I saw that she was down a set and a break. I think down a set and a double break to Contivate, and eventually came through that in 3. So Zhang having a great time. Another good serve from Stefanos TSITSIPAS. Jean was right. Steph can be a bit of a serve bot at times as well. Not just John Isner. It's 40-15. Average first serve speed is only just faster for Isner, actually. It's 124 for Isner, 120 miles an hour for Tsitsipas. So yeah, not a huge differential there. Second serve for this one, that had gone wide. He went for the big one down the tee again. There was a lot of pace on that one too. Takes the return early, but that's going to go long on the return from John Isner. So it is a game to 15 for Stefanos TSITSIPAS, and he leads by 2-1 in this second set. Whatever works for you, Capricorn. Yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye on that one as well. Actually, the Sabalenka match, because I'm a fan of Sabalenka, but I do like Zhang Shui as well. Actually, I've been watching her matches this week, but yeah, Zhang, sorry, up a break there. No, it's 4-4 actually. It is back at 4-4. So all even on over there. Yeah, Zhang was up a break, but Sabalenka's got it back. I don't think I'm not scheduled for it. I know David is scheduled. I think he's scheduled for Orgelyasim Chorich, but as of yet, I don't think we've got. I'm not sure if we've got it covered. I don't think I am. I mean, I could, although after last night's long one, I don't know whether to. But yeah, I could see. I could see if somebody's going to cover it, but as of yet, I am not on the schedule for it. I can see what you mean by that, though, Sean. Like, especially, I know it's not just as simple as the one-handed backhand, but sort of the style that they have on the court. I can see the comparisons. If you were going to, compare it to some of the big three, it's absolutely Federer. I think, yeah, aesthetically, the way they play, it's. I can see the similarities. Of course, he's Roger Federer is one of the greatest of all time. I cannot wait to see Roger Federer back on a tennis court. I genuinely cannot wait. So excited for it. So I'll go check over on Grandstand. Yes, Sabalenka serving at 4-4. So Isner will serve now as they've changed ends at 1-2. Tsitsipas taking the first set on a tiebreak. We've got new balls here for John Isner. So let's see what that does to his serve. That was a big serve. Tsitsipas gets the block return back in place. And Isner's made the error on the +1 there. He's gone long. And it's love 15. Hey, Alex. I am very well. Thank you. How are you doing? Yeah, it's good. It's been a good week. And it's not over yet. We still got the weekend. Some good tennis to go on. Oh, it's a good backhand on the line from Isner. He's going to take it overhead out of the air. It's a winner for John Isner. 15-all. It's too good for Tsitsipas there. Yeah, it was a good serve. Tsitsipas is actually doing pretty well getting some of these serves back in play. We were talking earlier about how he's not really one of the best returners to serve on the tour, but he's not doing a bad job, of getting these Isner serves back in play. And as I say that, John Isner hits an ace out wide, 30-15. Some serves you just can't get back. The serve bot like Isner. First serve percentage, 77 for Isner, 68 for Tsitsipas now. 9 aces for Isner, 4 for Tsitsipas. Second serve here for Isner, though. Tsitsipas again with the backhand return. Backhand from Isner. Tsitsipas goes with the backhand slice. Isner runs around for the forehand. Backhand down the line goes Tsitsipas with the slice. Cross-court Isner. Oh, just clips the net from Tsitsipas. Gives Isner a bit of time. He now goes with the backhand cross-court. He's going to make an error there, John Isner, and it's 30-all. Oh, so maybe here now. A chance for Tsitsipas. Yeah, the Fed Express back for Labour Cup. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. I'm a big Federer fan. I've missed him. Federer and Nadal, my guys. But yeah, I got new Roger Federer rackets for my birthday as well. I was trying them out today. Working on that non-existent serve. Actually, I haven't actually been able to catch too many of her matches this week, actually. So it's good that I'm glad she's looking strong and fit again, because she's been having a bit of the yips, really, Sabalenka, especially on the serve as of late. Yeah, there was one match where she hit over 20 double faults, but good to see that she's looking fit again, because yeah, I'm a fan of Sabalenka. And it is 40-30 here for Isner, so maybe any chance of a possible break point has been snuffed out there. Yeah, that's the tough thing about these 1 week long Masters 1000s. It's really grueling on it. And I think that's why it's so very... I don't know how many, but very few players have ever done the Canada-Cincinnati double. It's so hard to do because like I said, the two back-to-back 1 week long Masters 1000s is really a test of endurance. And I agree. And obviously, we're not going to be seeing so many of them anymore. They're going to be 2 week long for a lot of the Masters now going forward, giving the players maybe a bit more rest. But yeah, especially going into the US Open, it's going to be tough. I think also that's why we saw, the 4 semi-finalists from Montreal last week. They all got knocked out in the first couple of rounds here. So yes, it's telling stuff. And John Isner has gotten through that service game unscathed in the end. So Tsitsipas serving at 2 games apiece, and there's a miss hit on the return of serve there from John Isner. So it is 15-love. If you are rejoining me, please don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new as well. Yeah, did have a bit of a rain delay, about half an hour, but everything's looking good now. The sun seems to be shining, so we are good to go. And thought that was an ace there from Tsitsipas, but these calls are quite late. It's been catching me and some of the players out as well. These line calls, electronic ones. That's a great second serve from Tsitsipas. John Isner stretches for it, but he can't do anything with it. It's 30-love. So yes, Stefanos TSITSIPAS, he's 4th seed. He's currently ranked 7th in the world. It's another good serve from Tsitsipas, followed up with a big forehand. Isner manages to get it back in play, but the drop shot from Tsitsipas is going to be a winner. It's another drop shot winner from Tsitsipas. He's gone to that tactic a couple of times now during this match, and it is paying off for him. So Tsitsipas ranked 7th in the world. John Isner is currently at 50. So he's not his best ranking. I think what his highest ranking is career high of 8. I actually didn't realize he'd been as high as number 8, John Isner. But yeah, currently at number 50. So Tsitsipas looking to get the best seeding possible as he can for the US Open. 40-15 here on the serve of Tsitsipas. And he hasn't mentioned earlier, Alcaraz looking to get that second seed spot at the US Open. If he wins the title, I believe I was told that he could get that second seed spot ahead of Rafa. Medvedev is pretty much, Medvedev is a shoo-in for the first seed spot at the US Open, but the second is to play for. Second serve, Tsitsipas. Return from Isner, the 1-2 from Tsitsipas. That's good from Stefanos, and he does come through a pretty straightforward service game. A game to 15, and it's Tsitsipas now who is in the lead in the second set by 3 games to 2. Yeah, if you're talking about the drop shot, it really is. Because it's really worked for him in this one. I mean, the first one he hit, Isner just stood there, didn't even try to go for it. But let me see what's going on grandstand. So we got Jung serving to stay in the opening set at 4-5 over there. So I'll keep an eye on who takes that opening set there. Yeah, Carlitos looking to get to number 2, but Coric, fair play to him. The week that he's been having, it's great to see him on the comeback, and I think Coric could come through against Auger Aliassime tonight. I think he's got a heck of a chance. I mean, he's had some good wins. He beat Rafa and Bautista Agut back to back. That's not an easy feat in itself. And I think Coric could come through it. But then Felix did play very well yesterday to come back. So, but yeah, a teenage number 1 would be cool. It really would be back to the good old days of tennis. We haven't seen that in a while. Iga she's 21 now, isn't she? So still a pretty young number 1. Well, we've got a teenage number 1 in the doubles anyway, in Coco Gauff. But yeah, in the singles, it'd be pretty cool. But Medvedev's got other ideas, I think. Medvedev to play the winner of this match in the semi-final. So John Isner serving at 2-3. Finds the first serve return from Tsitsipas. That's going to go long, 15-love. do hit that like button if you haven't already, guys. Honestly, every like really does help the channel. Oh, Sabalenka's got Jung at deuce, serving to stay in it. So Sabalenka looking to take that opening set. And she's got a set point, Sabalenka. I'll keep an eye on that. John Isner with the second serve. Now Tsitsipas with the forehand. Forehand down the line from Isner. Tsitsipas with the backhand cross court. Oh, it's beautiful from Tsitsipas. But John Isner with some magic of his own. Oh, and Tsitsipas. What a point from both men. But that drop shot to finish it off by Stefanos TSITSIPAS was gorgeous. We'll see this. The way Isner got that angle off that slice there, but Stefanos was there and just cut the ball out of the air. Oh, what a winner there from Stefanos TSITSIPAS. That was Italian hand. So it's 15 all. That's a good first serve from Isner. And he puts the +1 away with Stefanos running back the other way. Goes into the open court 30-15. But he's having to come from behind here, Isner, serving second in this second set. Forehand winners of the match. 7 for Tsitsipas, 16 for Isner. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised as well, Todd. I mean, she's had such success with a couple of different partners, hasn't she? I think it's great. It's great to see that players doing the doubles and the singles, because I think it does help the game. I mean, you can see it as well, the way she plays at the net. Coco Gauff is just so much improved, and I would not be surprised if she is up at the top of that rankings for a long time in the doubles. And to be honest, I don't think the singles is going to be too far behind either. And it's a better serve for John Isner. Return is into the net from Stefanos TSITSIPAS, and it is 3 games apiece in the second set. So John Isner staying in touch so far. And yeah, as you guys said, Sabalenka has just taken the opening set there over on grandstand by 6 games to 4. And yeah, a big semi-final this year would be just what Sabalenka could do with. A bit of a tough year, Sabalenka, in terms of results. But yeah, it'd be great for her. She's halfway there. Oh, winner off the return of serve for John Isner there. He came right in to take that early. Gave the second serve the treatment there to John Isner. Love 15. Yeah, he's been out, hasn't he? He was I can't remember what injury it was actually. He was out with an injury for so long. I'm trying to have a look and see actually what that injury was, because I mean, yeah, like you said, he was out of the game for so long. It must have been something really kind of. I don't know if he had surgery. I'm having to look and see if I can find something. Oh, double fault, Tsitsipas. It's love 30. I think that's his first of the match. That's the first of either man actually on the double fault. And it's given John Isner love 30. Maybe a chance here. I'm going to look and see if I can find what that injury was for Bona Charge, because I'm curious now. Ah, that's better from Tsitsipas. 15-30. Yeah, he's quite tall, isn't he, Charge, I think. And he's 25. Okay, yeah. No, I think that's about right. I mean, he's been on the radar for so long, Charge. I mean, you feel like even I thought he might be a bit older than that, but he did. You knew what that famous win at the US Open over Stefanos TSITSIPAS, where Tsitsipas had multiple match points, and Charge eventually came through it. Oh, drop shot from Tsitsipas. And it is still working for him. 30 all from love 30 down. That tactic is a good one, because Isner's just not getting them at all. But yeah, he was, like I said, he's been out for ages, Church, and it's really good to see him back. I mean, he defeated Musetti in his first round, and then of course we had Rafa and Bautista Agut then his next victim. So I'm looking forward to that match. I'm going to try and stay up for it anyway. So 30 all Tsitsipas. John Isner, he overcooks that return. He tried to do the same thing, and he moved in and really went for it. But yeah, Tsitsipas has got to be careful here because John Isner's really looking to give those second serves a punishment. So if he can just get a first serve in here, Tsitsipas. 40-30. He can't. He can't buy a first serve in this game. I know. I know. I'm like, come on, Tsitsipas. I want a Tsitsipas Medvedev semi-final, please. Hold on, I'm going to, Oh, that's a good second serve from Tsitsipas. The backhand return has gone into the net from John Isner. So he hangs on for now, Tsitsipas, and he is ahead in this second set now. He came back from a love 30 hole in that game, but he does lead John Isner now by a set and 4-3. Well, Sabalenka, as I mentioned, who took the opening set there against Jung. Jung has actually got a break point to break the serve of Sabalenka to open up that second set. So I'm going to see if she can convert this break point, Zheng Shuai. And she can. Zheng Shuai has broken Sabalenka to open the second set, so she leads by a game to love there. It's a good response after dropping the opening set. Coric, only active player with Djokovic to have a positive head-to-head against Nadal at more than 4 matches. He does, yeah. I saw that actually on Twitter earlier. The only two active players with a winning head-to-head against Nadal, Djokovic and Coric. End of list. It's impressive. So John Isner he's having to play catch-up in this second set, but largely untroubled on serve. Tsitsipas needs to get his first serve back up because Isner really is looking to attack those second serves. He's really going for them. The weather looks really nice now over there in Cincinnati, so there's not going to be, I don't think, any more rain delays. I'm being attacked by a fly here. Sorry, guys. Okay, Isner serving at 3-4. Is Dustin Brown still, is he still playing? Is he still an active player, Dustin Brown? I liked him. I can remember watching him at Wimbledon a few years back. I think I watched, did he beat Nadal at Wimbledon one year? Did I make that up? But yeah, I haven't seen him play in a long time. Love 15 here on the serve of Isner. It was a little mental win when you get the first point on the serve of your opponent. Unforced errors on the forehand side. 3 for Tsitsipas, 14 for Isner. Gets a first serve though there for Isner. That's much better. 15 all. Oh, prediction from Todd. 7-6, 7-6. Stefanos 2 side breaks. Would not be surprised. Oh, she does love a drama, doesn't she, Saba? She is quite a dramatic one on court. I know, I heard her say something before. Somebody asked her about the grunt, and she said that she actually didn't even know that she grunted until somebody pointed it out to her. I thought that was mad. Second serve here for Isner. Can Tsitsipas attack it? Oh, he can! He can! He gets a passing winner. A passing shot winner off the return of serve. And he's got 15-30 on the serve of Isner here, Stefanos TSITSIPAS. He can't believe he made that. That was good there from the Greek. So that's what happens when Isner gives a second serve. What can TSITSIPAS do? And he's got another second serve to look at. What's he going to do with the second serve here? TSITSIPAS. Oh, it's going to go. No, it's landed in. Isner with the cross court. TSITSIPAS goes down the line. Backhand from Isner. TSITSIPAS with the backhand slice. Isner now with the forehand cross court. Oh, he attempted the drop shot, TSITSIPAS, and it did not work. It went into the net, so it's 30 all. That should have been, I think that should have been 15-40 because, yeah, that, well, I didn't even know if it was an attempted drop shot, but it was a slice nonetheless, and it was not good from TSITSIPAS. I didn't hear that, Ems, that Isner saying he was exhausted after his last match. I'm not surprised. It was a tough 3-setter, wasn't it, against Korda, the previous one. 2 tie breaks, I think, as well. I think it was a tiebreak. He won a tiebreak, caught a 6-1 in the second set, and then he won another tiebreak, Isner, I think. So I'm not surprised, but he does look a little tired now that you've pointed that out. But he's got 40-30, so snuffed that chance out of Stefanos TSITSIPAS. Oh, you guys saying that Dustin Brown is playing doubles? I'm going to have to check that out, actually. He's such a fun player to watch, Dustin Brown. So Isner with a game point. Big serve down the tee. Oh, shank! Thank you very much, John Isner. Stefanos TSITSIPAS will take that one. We are at deuce. And I think that is the tiredness maybe you were talking about, Ems, with that shank there from Isner. Just didn't quite get his feet around the ball. So, deuce. Oh, but that serve will do the job. Ace out wide for John Isner. Ace number 11 of the match, I think. And so we still haven't had any break points in this match. Oh, sorry, it was ace number 10. So 5 in set 1, 5 in set 2 for John Isner. 4 aces for TSITSIPAS, all 4 in the first set. But yeah, no break points in this match so far. Second serve, Isner. TSITSIPAS will give it the treatment. Cross court. Isner goes for the drop shot. Isner with the drop shot winner. Gives TSITSIPAS a taste of his own medicine, does John Isner. He gets back on even terms. It is 4 games apiece in this second set. Oh, Sabalenka's got the break back over on grandstand. So 1 game apiece there in the second set. Capricorn only 6 double faults so far. That's not bad. That's not bad for Sabalenka standards as of late, anyway. Second serve, TSITSIPAS. 400 turn from Isner. Cross court from TSITSIPAS. Oh, just clears the net from TSITSIPAS. Goes back cross court. Now backhand from Isner. Forehand inside in from TSITSIPAS. Isner gets it back. TSITSIPAS goes down the line. It's a winner. Backhand down the line winner from Stefanos TSITSIPAS. 15 love. Yeah, same Ems, saves. I'm so hoping for that matchup. I really am, honestly. Sorry, John Isner, but I want to see Medvedev TSITSIPAS. He's halfway there, TSITSIPAS. 15 love. Needs to find some first serves in this game. Oh, he does. It was deep in the box. And the cross court then is a winner for TSITSIPAS. You can see the difference it makes when he does get that first serve in. Because there was a point in the first set when he had 100% of points won on first serve, TSITSIPAS. I think Opelka is the tallest, active player. I can't even think of anybody who was taller than Opelka playing tennis. I believe he's the tallest. Just that bit taller than John Isner. Second serve, TSITSIPAS, given the treatment a little bit by John Isner. So we go on. Backhand down the middle of the court from TSITSIPAS. Backhand Isner. Forehand TSITSIPAS. Isner goes forehand. Backhand slice from TSITSIPAS. Isner runs around for the forehand. It's deep. Cross court goes TSITSIPAS. Cross court goes Isner. TSITSIPAS goes back there. Oh, it's just clipped. Oh, it was almost a lucky net call for Isner, but it just fell back on the side of the big American. So it is 40 love for TSITSIPAS. Second serve points won now in the second set. 73% for TSITSIPAS, 57 for Isner. Isner's just looking a bit tired there at the back of the court, as you were mentioning him. He's just doubled over there a little bit. 40 love. And an ace out wide for Stefanos TSITSIPAS. He gets a game to love on the board for the first time in the second set. He leads by 5 games to 4 and is now just a single game away from the semi-final. Is Karlovic the same height as Opelka? I just had a little Google actually. He's 211 centimeters. I don't know what that is in feet, but that must also be 6'11". Yeah, Karlovic still going. He's incidentally the second in all-time tiebreaks played. John Isner, of course, leads that list, but Ivo Karlovic comes in second. Yes, Isner did lose the tiebreak. They came back after the rain delay, and Tsitsipas took it by 7 points to 5 in the end. And Isner's going to serve to stay in this one, actually, at 4-5 when they come back from the change of ends. Tsitsipas had a sort of half chance in the previous service game of Isner, so he might try and see if he can break for it here. We just hit 2 hours on the clock for this one, if you don't count the rain delay. Let me see how Sabalenka and Jung are getting on. So Sabalenka took the first set by 6 games to 4. Jung had the early break there in the second set, but it is... she's got the break back. So it's been 3 breaks of serves. 3 consecutive breaks off serve over on grandstand. So Jung leads by 2-1 and serving. So she has got the break advantage there again. I know. If he could just break to take this and finish it off would be... I want to see the drama. I want to see the Medi Tsitsipas drama. So Isner, under pressure, serving to stay in this. Although if you wanted somebody to serve for your life, I mean, Isner would be at the top of the list there, and it's an ace down the tee for Isner, 15 love. Takes a deep breath there, Isner. Maybe feeling that fatigue. That's another great serve from John Isner. Well, if he can just shorten these points by hitting aces back to back, then that's just exactly what he needs. 30 love, John Isner. First serves unreturned. 27% Tsitsipas, 68% Isner, and it's another cracking serve down the tee for John Isner to bring up 40 love very quickly here. It's going to be two tiebreaks, isn't it? 12th ace of the match for Isner. Oh, doesn't quite get the ace there. He just, I think he hit the world record for number of aces hit. I think it was around the Wimbledon time. I can't remember what the number was, but he leads that as well. And that's the first double fault of the match for John Isner. So 1 double fault apiece. But at 40-15, 40-love, not a bad time to serve it. And there's another great serve. So Isner holds on, and it is 5 games apiece. So business end of this set now at 5 games all. It's going to be a tiebreak, isn't it? So Tsitsipas serving at 5 all. We've got a good rally here. John Isner's at the net. Oh, can he put it away? Tsitsipas gets a racket on it. John Isner, can he put it away the second time? Yes, he can. Love 15. So, Isner gets the first point on the serve of Tsitsipas here. That was a good rally. He had to put it away twice. I don't know how Tsitsipas managed to actually get that one back in play the first time he hit the overhead or the volley, but gets the job done on the second. So, love 15 for Tsitsipas, and he can't find a first serve. Yeah, he's a maximizer, isn't he, John? He really has gotten the most out of his career, and yeah, he obviously still loves it. I mean, he's still going in his mid-30s, like you said, and yeah, he's got Tsitsipas at love 30 here. Tsitsipas makes a forehand error, goes wide with the cross court, and it is love 30. Yeah, I bet Apostolos is loving life, isn't he? That he can coach. I haven't heard him give an interview. He might have given one, but yeah, I've not heard much from him actually in this match so far. I've seen him; he is there, but he's not been particularly vocal, Apostolos, or that I can hear anyway. Better serve from Tsitsipas. Big serve down the tee, gets himself out of trouble. 15-30. So yeah, just over 2 hours on this now. Tsitsipas with the advantage of serving first. I think Zheng Shuai has actually consolidated the break over on grandstand. She leads 3-1 now in the second set. That's going to go long from Tsitsipas and a big come on from John Isner because we got 2 break points here and they are the first break points of the match. 15-40. Yeah, 0 break points up until this point in this match. And now he's got 2 of them. Tsitsipas has got to find a first serve here, surely. He's playing with fire with the serve, the timer, the clock on the server. I don't know, what am I saying? The countdown, the clock. You know what I'm trying to say. It was just counting down to 2 there as he served. Second serve, Tsitsipas. Oh, that's good from Tsitsipas. Oh, Isner slips there. He says he's okay, but I think he got his ankle caught on the court there. His racket went flying out of his hand. So it's 30-40. Let's see. We'll get a replay here. Yeah, just on the split step, he got his back ankle stuck on the court and just slipped a little bit. But he's okay, John Isner, and he's still got another break point, 30-40. Tsitsipas. He can't find this first serve. If you are watching, by the way, hit that like button. Let's get to 100. Second serve. Oh, he went for the second serve. Tsitsipas there, right into the body of Isner, actually. Tried to go for the backhand, and he's gotten himself out of trouble here. He's got onto deuce from 15-40 down. This is good from Tsitsipas. Good hustle. Oh, is the tennis that bad, Capricorn? It's yeah, Zheng Shuai, she's up a break, isn't she? She's 3-1 up. Or am I wrong? But that's the thing about Sabalenka. She can be so good when she's on, and then all of a sudden just produce this tennis that you think, how? It's a good rally here. Tsitsipas goes down the line with the forehand. Got out by John Isner. Goes back down the line. Tsitsipas. Oh, John Isner produces the error from Tsitsipas. John Isner just getting the balls back in play, and he's looking tired. It's John Isner at the back there, but he is fighting for every point here. And he makes Tsitsipas go for just that little bit too much. And it's another break point for John Isner. Break point number 3. So all 3 break points. The first 3 break points of this match have come in this game. Tsitsipas would love a first serve. And again, he cannot find one. Second serve, Tsitsipas. Forehand return from Isner. Backhand slice, Tsitsipas. Isner, forehand, back down the line. Tsitsipas lobs the ball up. It's going to let it bounce. As John Isner, he puts the volley away. He does break. John Isner gets the first break of the match. And he breaks for 6-5. And he will serve for this second set. I was just about to say what a turnaround for Isner. You beat me to it, Ems. Yeah. Well, I thought when he got back to deuce there, Tsitsipas would find a way to get through that game, but credit to Isner there. He's going to serve for this second set. And, yeah, they just said he's played 3 setters already, John Isner. Tie-break in it, at least a tie-break in every match, so he's got to be tired here. Yeah, Tsitsipas will be disappointed with that, really. His first serve has deserted him. So let's see. Zhang is, she's serving up a break at 3-2, but Sabalenka's got 3 break back points. So I think it's looking like a break fest over there on grandstand. So, John Isner serving for the second set as we come back from the change of ends. The next match on this court, the night match anyway, will be Jessica Pegula versus Caroline Garcia. That should be a good one. And the other night match then following that will be Cam Nori versus Carlos Alcaraz. And following the Sabalenka Jung match will be Auger Aliassime versus Coric. Coric looking to get to his first big semi-final of the year. Well, since the injury, really. So, John Isner serving at 6-5. Can he get this second set on the board? But how much is this going to take out of him, John Isner? He looks knackered. But here we go. He's got that big serve as a weapon up his sleeve. Second serve here now. Tsitsipas with the forehand return. Oh, drop shot from Isner. No, it's not going to cut it. Love 15. If you win a 3-day match at Wimbledon, you deserve good things. Yeah, that match was ridiculous. I watched all of that on TV for some unbeknown reason to myself. But, yeah, he's got the stamina. No question, Sean Isner. Look at a second serve here. Tsitsipas with the backhand return. Isner with the drop shot. Again, he nets it. And it's love 30 on the serve of Isner. Oh, he's trying to shorten these points, Isner. You can see how tired he is now. He's grimacing. That's what he's trying to do. He is trying to shorten these points, and it's just not paying out for him. So, can Tsitsipas get his first break point of the match here? Love 30. That's what happens when you get the 2-second serves. And he gets another second serve here. Pressure now for Isner. Oh, Tsitsipas with the shank. Oh, you'll be gutted with that one, Tsitsipas. It is 15-30. Yeah, Isner and Mao legends forever. I saw that plaque they got on the court there at Wimbledon. Yeah, as really kind of how many years ago was that now? It was a good while ago. But yeah, it was a crazy match. And that return's gone long from Tsitsipas, and a big come on from John Isner because he's got back from love 30 down to 30 all. He's taking some time again here. Here's John Isner. Catch his breath back. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys, if you are watching along. Isner. Big serve down the tee from John Isner. 40-30. He's got a set point here. Well, I didn't expect this. But he has got a set point. All of his matches this week will have gone to a decider if he can convert this set point. Oh, second serve. The crowd thought he'd hit an ace there. I think John thought he'd hit an ace there as well. Second serve. Tsitsipas with the backhand return. Forehand from Isner. And Tsitsipas. Oh, it's wide. And John Isner takes the second set by 7-5. We are going the distance here on centre court. 7-6, 5-7. And for John Isner's fourth match in a row, he's going the distance as we've just almost at 2 hours on the match clock now. John Isner takes us to a decider. So I'm gonna be here for quite a while, aren't I? This one it's already 2 hours. Got another set, and yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Has he got? I know we were talking. Is he's obviously got the stamina? I mean, he played that crazy match at Wimbledon, and he's gone the distance in every match this week. So could it be that one step too far for him? I don't know, but yeah, he does look tired. But well, see how Tsitsipas comes out for this third. Tsitsipas will have the advantage once again of serving first in the set. Let me check on Sabalenka and Jung. I know Capricorn is watching that one. Oh, it's back on serve, but it is a break point for Jung. What is going on in that match? It's sounds like maybe the quality is just dipped in that one. Sabalenka took it 6-4 the first set, but let me see if Jung can convert this break point here. There have been so many breaks in the second set. I've been keeping an eye on the score. So Jung looking to convert the break point. It's Sabalenka with the back. Oh, it's a winner! A forehand winner from Jung Shuai, and she does break. So Jung has the break now again in the match over there on grandstand against Sabalenka. So that might be going the distance as well. For Steph fans, yeah, it's a bit stressful, isn't it? Oh, prediction: if John Isner wins the next service game, he'll win the match. Well, let's see how they both come out for this one. Oh, Ronan, you're too kind. Yeah, that's he was doing it just so I can keep talking to you guys. Really, he's yeah, typical Sabalenka roller coaster. It's never straightforward, is it? A Sabalenka match, well, really is anyway. Is Tsitsipas gone off the court here? I can see Isner, but I cannot see Tsitsipas. Where is he? Oh, John's just having a word with his coach there. Oh no, Tsitsipas is here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like all my matches have been going overtime recently. I don't think I've done a straight sets match in a good while. But yeah, I mean, it's a predictable scoreline, isn't it? It's really 7-6, 5-7. So Tsitsipas serving to open up this third set. And that's a good serve from Tsitsipas. Produces the miss hit from Isner. I am being attacked by a fly again. Please go away. Sorry. 15 love Tsitsipas. Doesn't find the serve this time. Oh, I think he was going for the serve and volley there, Tsitsipas. Oh, I like the change up. So second serve. Backhand return from Isner just landed in. Forehand from Tsitsipas. And that's too good from Tsitsipas. Right on the baseline. 30 love. This is a good response to dropping that second set there. Let me see about Sabalenka and Jung. Sorry, I'm trying to. I like to try and keep an eye on all these matches for you. Yeah, Jung serving with the break at 4-3 there. Second serve for Tsitsipas. Oh, went for the return to Isner, but he dumps it into the net, and it's 40 love very quickly here for Stefanos. Ems, I think his leg is probably taller than me. How tall are you? I was saying I'm 5'2", so his leg probably is taller than me, John. Isn't it? My tennis racket's practically half my size. So, and an ace down the tee from Stefanos Tsitsipas. Well, a game to love to open up this third set. That's just what he needs there. I've lost my Tsitsipas button. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Ems, are we like long lost Irish adopted for me? Yeah, 5'2" as well. There we go. Each of us the same height as a leg of John Isner. I'm convinced that's the reason I'm not a pro tennis player. I'm just too short. No. Oh gosh. Right, Isner, love 1, second serve. Good response from Tsitsipas for after dropping that set, and a let on the second serve of Isner here. Can he just hold on here, Isner? Might see him try and shorten points again, like he was trying to in that last game. So Isner runs around for a forehand. Tsitsipas, he lobs it up. Isner, he's going to put that away easily. When you're that height, your overhead's a lot easier. 15 love. And Sabalenka, oh, there's just breaks galore in that second set over on grandstand. So I guess I'll let you know when somebody wins the set. To be honest, John Isner, big. Oh no, just long on the serve. Jesus, I am being attacked by this fly. Oh my god, sorry. This is not the content you subscribe for. John Isner, 30 love. He really is kind of dragging his feet as he walks back to the baseline, John, isn't it? But with a forehand like that in the middle of the point, you wouldn't know it. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I've got no excuse then, have I really? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Ash Barty. Simone Halep is around that height as well, I think, isn't she? But yeah, Ash Barty. 40 love for John Isner. Well, we see 2 straight away. Love games. Is Lauren Davis 5'2"? I knew she was well, she looked quite small, but I didn't realize she was my height. Maybe there's hope after all. And an ace down the tee for John Isner, so he gets a game to love as well to open up his service game of this third and deciding set. Oh, Sinner with a Sinner. I've still got yesterday's match on the brain. Isner with a backhand pass down the line for the winner against Tsitsipas. Love 15. Hey, David. Yeah, good stream so far, actually. I mean, 2 tight sets, but the rain delay was just about half an hour, I think. But yeah, John Isner really turned it around in that second set. Yeah, I know. I keep thinking about Sinner. And that loss he had yesterday, I still can't get over it. I'm still upset about it. Plus, Isner, Sinner, it's just basically the same letters. Forgive me. I didn't get much sleep last night. Well, I did in the end, but... David, are you covering Chorich or Aliasim later? Is that... I think... I don't know if anybody's covering the Pagula Garcia match. Yeah, I don't know if I want to try my hand at another midnight match like yesterday's went on for ages. Also, good serve down the tee from Tsitsipas, 40-15. So it's right back where we started in the first set, really, with both men just rolling through the service games pretty easily. And, well, back on serve in the second set, by the way, over on grandstand, but that's not really saying much, the amount of breaks there's already been there. Second serve, Tsitsipas. Isner tries to take it on. That's going to be wide from John Isner. So a straightforward service hold again for Stefanos TSITSIPAS. He leads now by 2-1 in this third set. There you go. So we got David covering FA and Charge tonight. So everybody get on that one as well. If you can, I'll try and stay up for it as best as I can. Oh, welcome back, Sam. Yeah, you missed a bit. He did win the second set, and it's pretty straightforward on serve so far on this decider. Yeah, MQL. Chorich has been great. I'm still being attacked by this fly. Apologies for this ridiculous content, but I don't know what's going on. Okay, yeah, Chorich, he's having a heck of a week. He's defeated Musetti, Nadal, Bautista Agut, and he's back in the top 100 now. Back in a quarterfinal of Masters 1000. It's great to see Chorich back like this again. It's going to be a tough match against FAA tonight, especially if he plays the way he did in those last 2 sets against Sinner yesterday, FAA. But yeah, I'm excited to see Chorich doing well again. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the night session either ends. Honestly, probably controversial opinion there, but I'm not a fan of a night session. I don't know why. Although I would like to experience a night session on Arthur Ashe at least once, but yes, yeah, especially with the time difference. I can't complain really because most of the year it kind of favors us Europeans really, but it's stressful with these matches starting at midnight. Yeah, I thought about it because I would love to cover it, but I genuinely think I'd have to be prying my eyes open with matchsticks to try and stay up for that one. So it's probably unlikely. Yeah, that's true. Tennis life is it's not a 9 to 5 job, is it? Put it that way. Oh no, big serve from Isner. Oh, but he makes an error on the +1. Does John Isner 15 all? On Saba. Still 4 all. Good grief. What is going on in that match? Oh. Another big serve from John Isner. Can't get the return away. Tsitsipas 30-15. See, it says nearly 2.5 hours on the clock. That I think that includes the time delay, the one here, because the match time we've got on the screen here on my stream says a bit less. But yeah, Isner into a 4th consecutive deciding set in this tournament. That's another great serve from Isner. Puts the volley away with those long limbs of his. He can easily reach that one. 40-15. Oh, Todd, you're trying to get someone to fill my job. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm trying. Like I said, I did a midnight one yesterday, but yeah, it would be handy. I think Nicolette is based in the States. I might have made that up. I don't know, but there we go. We could have a US Open, US Series friendly commentator. Yeah, because obviously the big matches overnight in the US Open. I mean, we are going to be bringing the midnight ones for sure because they'll be the big night matches. But I don't know how many of the later ones we'll be able to bring you the US Open. We'll try our best. So pressure back on Tsitsipas, 2 games apiece. Oh, I am jealous of that. You know what? The one time I went to the US Open was in 2014 as well. So we were there at the same time. 12 travel. That was actually the year I went. But yeah, I didn't get a night match. I had grounds passes for the day. So I just it was early days in the tournament, I think. I just had a wander around all the different courts. But Federer, Monfils and a night session, that sounds... I'm going to do the Italian hand again because that sounds beautiful. Save too much points in the 4th to win in 5. That's a heck of a match to have caught live. So 15 love Tsitsipas. How is this game only 15 love? I feel like this has been playing for, I don't know. This is a long rally anyway. Tsitsipas now with the backhand slice. Dumps into the net. 15 all. Ah, thanks, Todd. I'm glad. Let me check. I got to check on this crazy match between Sabat. This still 4 all. This, I give up. I give up. Oh, hey, Bill. Good to see you again. Yeah, you've joined at the right time, really. There's 2 really tight sets in a decider. You missed the rain delay as well, so that's good. The weather looks good now, though, so it doesn't look like there's going to be any more delays. Second serve. Oh, that's a great second serve from Tsitsipas. 30-15. He is going for some of these second serves, actually, Tsitsipas. He's going for the pace-wise. He's not taken that much pace off it. So 30-15, that's another great serve. John Isner stretches to get the return, but he's got the open court to play with. Tsitsipas 40-15. Oh, Ems has got tickets to the US Open. Last 16 in quarterfinals. Oh, take me with you. I'm as we've established, I'm 5'2", so I bet I can fit in your suitcase. It's such a British thing to say, isn't it? Someone's going on holiday, say, take me in your suitcase, but please take me with you. And Tsitsipas with a game to 15. Pretty straightforward on serve again in this third set. 16 minutes already, just for 5 games played. So Tsitsipas with the advantage of serving first leads by 3 games to 2. And where's my Tsitsipas button? Here it is. So yeah, Jung has got the break, as David said, over on Grandstand, but I don't know how much that actually means, to be honest, with the way that second set has been playing out. But yeah, Jung will serve for the second set at 5-4 to take it into a decider. So it could be going. We've only had straight set matches today so far already. We've had Medvedev beating Taylor Fritz in 2, Keys beating Rybakina in 2, and Kvitova beating Tomljanovic in 2. So be good to get a couple of 3-setters. Yeah, I'm the only slam I haven't been to now is the Oz Open, so it's a bit of a commitment, isn't it, being here in the UK? But I'm gonna do the Megan Slam definitely at some point. I'll have to. But yeah, I'd like to go back to the US Open. To be honest, I'd like to get a court ticket for one of the main courts. Ems, I think we are like a lot of the same players as well, because yeah, Rafa, Medvedev, Alcaraz, excellent taste. Tsitsipas, Rublev, yeah, we do. Oh, prediction. Third set's a tiebreak. Isner will win the decider and the match. Oh, is it 11 double faults now for Saba? Well, she's still got a way to go to hit the, 23 in a match in Canada, I think it was. But yeah, it's not great. She's got love 30 actually on the serve of Jung. But let's stick with this one here. Isner serving at 2-3. Tsitsipas runs around for a forehand. Backhand cross court. Always dumped into the net by John Isner. Love 15. Yeah, I'm gonna just see if GTL can get me some press passes. Do I count as press as well? I hope so. That would be kind of cool. I'd be like, actually be a tennis journalist. I love that. Excellent. Count me in. I'm definitely in. Oh, ace out wide for John Isner, I think. I don't think either of them were entirely certain if that was an ace, but it is. It's 15-all. Yeah, it was just inside the line. Oh, it was a great catch by the ball kid there as well. Just stuck an arm out casually. That's impressive. Right, 15-all for John Isner. The good serve down the tee. Tsitsipas with the short return, and Isner gives it the treatment, 30-15. See, as Sabalenka's broken. It's Jung serving for the second set. They're at 5 games apiece now. Goodness knows how that one's going to go. Yes. David, yes. Bet and JG if you are watching. Please send this. Send this to the US Open. Yeah, we can how good would that be, commentating on site? That would absolutely be the dream. Yes, please. Oh, double fault from John Isner. That's just his second of the match. 30-all. So, maybe a chance for Tsitsipas. The crowd sensing it as well. Yeah, well, nothing like the 11 double faults of Sabalenka here. Just 2 for Isner and 1 for Tsitsipas. So, pressure here, maybe, for Isner. He's got to serve like that. What can you do? Ace to the tee for John Isner, ace number 15. And it is 40-30. Oh, sorry, ace number 16. Sorry, John. 70% first serve in now for Isner. 58 for Tsitsipas. Has come down since that first set. And that's another good serve from Isner. He took the pace off that one there, but it dumped into the net on the return by Tsitsipas. And John Isner holds on. And 3 games apiece. So John Isner actually hasn't faced a break point this whole match, which is ridiculous. Oh, great serve from Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas dealing a bit of serve bot action of himself there, 15 love. Please don't forget to hit that like button, by the way, if you are watching with us. Oh, 62. Not bad. Thank you, everybody who has hit that button. Subscribe if you're new as well. Tsitsipas with a forehand. Oh, it's great. John Isner gets it back out. Another backhand from Tsitsipas. Cross court goes Isner. Runs around the forehand for Tsitsipas. Isner into the open court. Tsitsipas into the net. 15 all. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm keeping an eye on the score there, but it's just, I feel like it's pointless because a break of serve just means nothing. I mean, okay, I was going to say Jung's got a break point, but it's just been snuffed out by an ace for Sabalenka, so who on earth knows? So 15 all. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. Listen to MQR. Ah, it's a good 1-2 from Tsitsipas. Oh, at the net. John Isner gets this. Tsitsipas can't do the volley. And John Isner comes away with the point. I thought that point was in the bag for Tsitsipas, but somehow John Isner, he's finding some energy from somewhere. I think he kind of guessed the right way, I think, where Tsitsipas was going, and then he couldn't pull off the volley Tsitsipas at the net there then. So, 15-30. You know, Medvedev, Tsitsipas, fingers crossed, but not to take anything away from John. It's just I really want to see that matchup. But, well, he's got a chance. 15-30. Second serve, Tsitsipas. Oh, he overcooks the return, isn't he? He's done that a couple of times. He's really going for the second serves. And he's hit a couple of winners off of them, but he has also overcooked quite a few, and it is 30 all. Yeah, he looks like he's he's dying on his feet up there a little bit, John. He looked all right coming out. The first set he looked okay, but he's gotten noticeably more tired as it's gone on. And Tsitsipas with an angry volley. There was some venom in that one. He put away at the net. 40-30. Managed to get the first serve, and that's what happened. So a point here for 4-3. Can he get another first serve? He can. And that return's going to go long again from John Isner. So Tsitsipas does hold from, well, 15-30 as well. He leads 4-3 in this decider. So, yeah, the advantage of serving first, I suppose. But it is Tsitsipas who has the edge. Yeah, Todd, I was actually looking up this in. I don't think it was a Sabalenka match, but I was commentating on one of the women's matches where there was double faults everywhere. So we were having a look at the double fault records, and I found that one from Anna Kournikova at 31. And I think Sabalenka I think it was 23 that she hit. So yeah, still a long way to go, but well, let's see. She has got she's leading 6-5 now with Sabalenka, so it is on serve. But what does that mean in the context of that match? So, but she's just netted a fairly routine backhand there as Sabalenka. So it might be going to a tiebreak, that second set over there. I can see you Stefanos fans are stressing out. Yeah, I am a bit as well here. But John Isner stole that second set from him, really. That last game, credit to him. He's pushing through the pain, is John Isner. Yeah, David, your next match won't be long on after this, I don't think. I mean, it's only about an hour away. I'm eagerly awaiting an order of play for tomorrow. I want to see where these semi-finals are going to be. I'm definitely going to be trying to bring at least one of them for you tomorrow. Well, first serve points won in this in his third set. 91 for Isner, 71 for Tsitsipas. So Isner 3-4. And another ace from John Isner. That is ace number 17. Oh, to just have that weapon. He really needs it now, doesn't he? To keep these points nice and quick. Oh, it's another great serve. And he gives the return the treatment as well. Dirty love. Yeah, that's what I really liked about the scheduling at Canada last week as well. But the semi-finals, none of them overlapped really. They'd scheduled them sort of 2 hours apart, both Montreal and Toronto, so you could see all of them. I really like that. So I'm hoping they do something similar here as well. Dirty love, another big serve. It's a good return from Tsitsipas. We have a shank from John Isner, and it's 30-15. So, somebody's just kept. You can keep the balls in this tournament actually, because someone's just kept that one. Isner, oh no, doesn't find the first serve. Oh, we have got a tie break. Ah, yes, thanks. Yeah, Capricorn. Tie break between Jung and Sabalenka. Second serve for Isner. Oh, he's made the error, Isner, with the forehand. 30 all. And again, Tsitsipas is making inroads on the service game of John Isner. He's still not faced a break point, Isner. But Tsitsipas is at least getting to 30 in a couple of these service games. Unforced errors for the match. 13 for Tsitsipas. 31 for John Isner. So Tsitsipas maybe looking to make a move here. But John Isner, of course, has got that serve up its sleeve. Can it save him this time? Yes, it can. Ace down the tee. Stefanos Tsitsipas is convinced this is out. He's looking at that line, trying to make it move. But it is automatic line calling, Stefanos. You cannot challenge it. So it's 40-30. So a game point for John Isner. This is going to be a tiebreaker again, isn't it? Oh, just long on the serve. I'm keeping an eye on that tiebreak, by the way, for you for Saba and Jung. Second serve, Isner. Oh, Tsitsipas with a good return. A serve, Tsitsipas. And it is deuce. Can he get a first break point of the match, Stefanos? Yeah, Isner had come into the net, but Tsitsipas with that backhand return cross court just caught Isner out. So, wow, Sabalenka leads 5-1 in that tiebreak. So, it is looking like it could be a straight sets win for Sabalenka there. Oh, David's at a quiz night. Kvitova keys up for grabs. Do you know, has the order of play been released then, has it already? I'll have to check that as well. But, oh, Isner's made the error. Isner's dumped it into the net. And we've got a first break point of the match for Stefanos Tsitsipas. Wow. It is a break point for Tsitsipas. That was defensive play from Tsitsipas, and he got the error. Can Tsitsipas convert this break point? Sabalenka has got 5 match points. 6-1 she leads in the tiebreak. So, Tsitsipas, break point. Can he convert this one? Finds the first serve, does Isner. Oh, he's made the error. And Stefanos TSITSIPAS has got the break of serve in this deciding set. And he is going to serve for it at 5-3. Well, Stefanos TSITSIPAS now serving for it. So asking, was Steph Straw tough? I know in the previous round he beat Schwartzman in straight sets. I can't quite remember who else he's played. Let me just run down. So he beat Krajinovic in the match before that. That was also in straight sets. And previous to that, I think there's only 2 matches for Tsitsipas so far, isn't it? Oh, love 15. John Isner's not done yet. Yeah, so we had Krajinovic and then Schwartzman did Tsitsipas. Sabalenka's got the win. Gosh, she went the scenic route, didn't she? But she's come through the tiebreak fairly handily in the end by 7 points to 1. So Sabalenka through to the semifinals. She will await the winner of Garcia Pagula. So Tsitsipas serving for the match. Oh, he's gone long. It's love 30. Tsitsipas can't believe it. John Isner, he's not done. Love 30. Oh, here we go. Now Apostolos is making himself heard. Not a clue what he's saying because he's speaking Greek. But, he said, let's go there. I understood that. He's been uncharacteristically quiet as Apostolos during this match. Stefanos under pressure. Oh, he gets the first serve this time. That's a good serve. It's 15-30. That's much better from Tsitsipas. Serving for the match here is the Greek. He's gotten this first break of serve. That's another good first serve. It's too good from Tsitsipas. And it's 30 all. So from love 30 down, 30 all. He's 2 points away now. Looking for a place in the semi-final versus Daniil Medvedev. Maybe you can have some competition if Tsitsipas Medvedev is on at a decent time tomorrow. I don't want that one. If Tsitsipas does get through. Oh, it's an ace for Stefanos TSITSIPAS, and it is match point for the Greek.
Match point.
40-30, Tsitsipas. For a place in the semi-finals, Stefanos TSITSIPAS seals it with a good serve down the tee and a huge reaction from him because Stefanos TSITSIPAS is into the semi-finals in Cincinnati for the 3rd year in a row. John Isner, credit to the big guy. He hung in there for 3 tight sets. But he was on his last legs there, was John. And that is big from Stefanos. Really was. And yes, he's going to face Daniil Medvedev in the semi-final. I cannot wait for that one. Oh, it's at 1 p.m. New York time tomorrow. Oh, I want to do that one. I want to do that one so badly. Although it's probably going to be Ben and JG, isn't it? Because it's a weekend. But I'll put my case forward anyway. But it is Stefanos TSITSIPAS who comes through 7-6, 5-7, 6-3. What a win for him in the end over John Isner. Yeah, well, thanks for sticking with me through the rain delay as well. It's been a bit of a long evening, but a good win in the end for Stefanos. Thanks, everybody. I will definitely, hopefully catch you on a stream tomorrow because there's some cracking semi-finals. And hope you're all enjoying. Have a great weekend. Enjoy Cincinnati, and I will see you on the next stream. But for now, it is Tsitsipas who comes away with a win in 3.